carajo, que así no dicen los muchachos chiquititos como tú. Cállese la boca. Good evening, wrestling fans. Welcome to Evolution of Pro Wrestling. I am the Encyclopedia of Pro Wrestling, Lewis, and this is my partner in crime.
Yay. Let me do my intro right.
Paul Heyman.
Yeah, let me do my intro right. Talk about partner in crime. We know partners in crime. I'm the crime lord here. Jay, the heel kid of Pro Wrestling.
And this is Evolution of Pro Wrestling. Thank you, fans, for joining us. We appreciate it. We are a bit late. We're sorry we had some delicious food we had to eat with my family. Our producer and director, my lovely wife, Yesenia.
And he was having Bixby problems.
Yes, Bixby was just being bad Bixby. I don't know what the heck was going on with my phone. Hey, Bradley, welcome, guys. Welcome, Dave. We appreciate you guys being here. And we are here for Legacy of Wrestlemania Part 3. But before we get into that, we are going to get into wrestling's top news.
Yes.
Jaden, a lot has been going on in professional wrestling. Like, shit, you got injuries, you got title changes, you got a whole bunch of stuff. Like,
a lot.
Like, damn, did you see Hell in a Cell?
Man.
Match of the year.
Cody Rhodes kicked out Finn, new leader. You know.
Yeah, we're gonna touch that.
Mixed emotions.
We're gonna touch base on that, but we're gonna
explain.
Hey, it's crazy. That's everything that's going on. Cody Rhodes for a new AEW title as well. A lot has happened. In professional wrestling. Cody Rhodes tore his muscle. You see the bruise.
That was cool.
Brought like a shit.
It looks hurt, but it
looked like it hurt. The man wrestled in a Hell in a Cell.
That man wrestled arguably the greatest match of the year.
Oh, like, man, that match.
When I tell you that match was so, I feel like, honestly, like a twist would have made it better in the match, but I feel like it did good without it. Like, you didn't need any type of special twist for that to be best match of the year, because that match was absolutely awesome, man.
It was awesome. Listen, the whole card, I was surprised.
The matches were really
were good. The women's match, again,
that one stole the show.
That was the first time in a long time I heard this is awesome.
Me too, right? This is the longest time.
That was a long time. The thing is,
I heard that chant more than once in the event for different matches. That was deep. Like, no, Cody got my respect, man. He got my respect for that one, because to fight the way he did, as hurt as he did, like, hey,
wow.
Like Dave Biddle said, you gotta respect
Victor Nash. You're absolutely right. That was the best match of Hell in a Cell.
You gotta respect Seth Rollins for being able to work with a hurt Cody Rhodes. He made him look good. He made him look
good in that match. Like, you see those two go at it, and it was amazing. And like I said, the women put on a show.
Man. They were the first match.
Like no tomorrow.
That
man, the MJF pipe bomb. Did you see that pipe bomb? That promo that he did? He cursed out everybody in AEW.
I probably did see it.
Listen, he wants the money. And his contract is up. I'm thinking he's coming to WWE.
He could.
You know what I mean? And it's a possibility. But Cody Rhodes is injured. He's going to be out at least 6 to 8 months with that surgery. But it was aggravated during the match. So who knows? It might be longer. Also, CM Punk. That's what kind of... A lot of people making jokes about that. CM Punk got a broken foot. He's going to be out too. He's going to probably need surgery, whatever. But if Cody Rhodes wrestled like that, what happened, my man? You couldn't hobble, you couldn't wrap it up or something. You know,
you used to be in the UFC, like what? You used to get beaten down worse than that. Like, you used to. They were clowning him. They were clowning him on social media. Like, come on, man, get with the program. But also, Bryan Danielson got hurt. Like, a lot of people are getting injured in professional wrestling. You know, what's going on? Are they taking care of themselves? Are they going too far with this? Like, Daniel Bryan continues to get concussions. Like, what's going on? Is Cody going to be heel, or Cody joins Randy and Riddle? don't think he's gonna join Randy and Riddle. I think he could go. He could. I feel like Cody could do. He's just done good on his own right now. Like Cody is like good as a singles man.
Yeah, Cody don't need to be with anybody.
I feel like Matt Riddle should be a heel though. Like Matt Riddle should go into a.
Matt Riddle has that attitude that he could become a heel. That's for sure. He definitely could become a heel.
He just gotta drop that gimmick though. If he's gonna become a heel, he gotta drop that gimmick. He need a new one.
Well, speaking of gimmick, Edge has been kicked out of Judgment Day.
How did he get kicked out of his own group?
Finn Balor is the new leader.
He got kicked out of his own group.
He's the new leader with Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. Jada, tell me what you think about this new mixture of faction.
I think that was like, because Finn, but the best heel turn I seen in Finn was with Finn Balor was, I'm pretty sure, in 2019 and NXT. Mm-hmm. And this one really tops that because, you know, it was like he didn't have to do any fighting. He didn't have to do nothing. He just watched, you know, his two partners do all of it. So it was like, who expected that? I thought he was gonna join them, not beat Edge and take his place as their leader.
The good thing about this is that you see the intensity now. From Damian Priest, from Rhea Ripley, like you see how they are.
I do got another question though. Do you think this is a face turn for Edge?
Yes, it is. He's officially a face turn, and I tell you why. Cody Rhodes at this time was the top face on Raw. Mm-hmm. Wrestling. He's injured.
Yep.
What better person to put as a face now?
So
be Edge.
I'm pretty sure, due to him being injured, that must have messed up the plans then. Because I don't think the original, or it probably was the original plan for them to turn Finn Balor or Edge against them, but I felt like it was good. But it was too early. They haven't even been a faction for the longest time.
But that's the problem. It was too early because
Cody got injured.
Cody got injured.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if it wasn't for Cody getting injured, I don't think that would have happened.
Nah.
I think the Demon King would have came out instead of him attacking Edge. You know what I mean? And yes, Apollo Crews is back in NXT.
I think that's the best thing. I do like it though. You know, that
WWE would let Finn use his old Joker gimmick. Wow, that would be interesting.
I didn't know Finn Balor had one of those.
That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. You know what would also be interesting, Jay? That our fans would share, like, and comment all over social media. Bring everybody in. Legacy of WrestleMania Part 3, along with wrestling's top news. Oh, thank you.
Top news? You mean top news?
Top.
Yeah, wrestling's
top. Stop!
Wrestling's tap news. I'm drinking some tap water. Wait. You see what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I couldn't use my knees, but
Sure. Anyway, fans, so let's continue.
Face.
There was something shocking that happened this week on Dynamite. Will Ospreay invaded AEW with New Japan's allies Jeff Cobb and Great O'Khan. Wow.
We already know they don't have no what's that word I'm looking for? Dang it.
You stuck there?
I forgot the word.
Better?
I think that just made it worse. Just keep going. I'll find the word I'm looking for.
But they came and they made a statement. They made a statement at AEW. Forbidden Doors, Bradley.
Thank you. That's the phrase.
Doors.
I was looking for that phrase. Forbidden Doors.
All for that
They don't have the Forbidden Doors.
All for that pay-per-view. It's for that pay-per-view.
Forbidden Doors. That's the phrase I was looking for.
Forbidden Door is supposedly featured to be the best pay-per-view that's going to happen this year. New Japan Pro Wrestling and AEW. Both organizations have good talent. But wow.
Could we see? That would be, man.
AEW. Thoughts on the new AEW title? To many, in my opinion, them using Ring of Honor titles. They made a new AEW title, Canadian. It's a good. To me, I like the title. I like the title.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
But speaking of titles, there's
Forbidden
rumors.
Door has many money.
No, there's rumors that New Japan and AEW are switching titles. That someone from New Japan is going to win the AEW title, and someone from AEW is going to win the New Japan title.
Did Kenny Omega get injured too?
He's been injured, but who knows? Who knows? He might come back at Forbidden Door. That would be the best time for him to come back. If you want some money, has my money. Yo, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a hell of an event.
When is this event?
I believe it's June 29th, I think. I forgot when. I know it's on a weekend, but it's gonna be a good one.
I mean, Uncle Manny might watch it, so I might watch it too.
Oh yeah, he's watching.
He might watch that, so I might watch it with him.
You know he's gonna watch that. He's gonna order it. You could tell him, but he doesn't like AEW as much. But
I might watch it with him.
But yeah, with AEW, listen, a lot has been going on with AEW. MJF wasn't even featured at all in Dynamite. Like, they completely took him off the map. Like, shit, my man. Like, give the man his due, because he did a promo of what he felt like. Holy shenanigan. Like,
right, come on, man.
The hell? How about the All Atlantic title? Listen, they all good, man. AEW got some good titles.
They do got some good. They got some good.
So WWE got to step that shit up. That big ass W world title, that's just not doing it for me.
It's outplayed now,
that's why I'm tight that Cody Rhodes got hurt, because he was gonna bring back the old winged title.
I would have liked to see that.
That would have been awesome. Awesome. But you know what else is awesome? An event called Wrestlemania. Wrestlemania is the Super Bowl of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
WrestleMania has been around for over 38 years. Wow, I'm 2 years older than WrestleMania. WrestleMania.
I was like doing it with Howard Finkel. WrestleMania.
Ladies and gentlemen.
When he gave the idea to Vince McMahon. WrestleMania.
But WrestleMania is an extravaganza that's been going on for 38 years, and it just keeps getting better and better.
And better.
Like, better and better each year. But I have to admit, WrestleMania 36 was not the best because, the pandemic and everything that happened. I understand. I understand.
Honestly speaking, I want Drew McIntyre to win the title again. But this time, when the crowd's actually here.
Exactly. Of course, WrestleMania will go on forever. Even when Vince dies, we die.
We still gonna get WrestleMania.
You're gonna get WrestleMania 123.
Right, you're gonna get WrestleMania until there's no more WWE.
No. Until it's completely gone. Until WWE.
Unless things change.
But tonight we're gonna be talking about WrestleMania 20 to WrestleMania 29.
Amen. You got that.
And WrestleMania 20, to begin with, was an extraordinary event. It featured title changes, returns.
WrestleMania 2075 for
real. The millennium.
It's gonna be a whole new generation.
But WrestleMania built careers, transcended careers, and we're gonna talk about WrestleMania 20.
They also broke a few careers.
WrestleMania 20 was, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best WrestleManias of all time.
Return of the Dead.
Exactly. We're gonna get to that. John Cena and Big Show fought for the United States title. That was John Cena's first ever singles competition title. And he actually won. He won in a big crowd.
He did good. That was a good. I seen the match. It was a good match.
He lifted him up in his shoulder. Nobody thought he could do it, but he did it.
The Doctor of Thugonomics.
Exactly. That's when the Doctor of Thugonomics was born, before all this bullshit of hustle, loyalty, respect, and
it's a towel.
Yeah,
it's a blue towel.
Whatever. But we liked him as the Doctor of Thugonomics.
That's my favorite version of John Cena. That was when I actually loved John Cena as a wrestler. See, I was a John Cena fanboy, okay? So.
Well, the worst match of the night was Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. That match was like, it was traki. It was shit. These two weren't doing anything. They just locked up for a little bit, and then that's it.
Can we talk about that word, traki?
It was whack. It was whack. Okay, that's my New York accent. Okay, it was whack. It was whack. The match was terrible,
yeah,
but they made up for it. They made up for it a couple of years later at another WrestleMania. It was a good match. They didn't really do much wrestling, but a lot of suplexes and spears through stuff. But it was a good match.
It was a good match. I don't blame you.
The matches that took the ice on WrestleMania 20. Eddie Guerrero and Kurt Angle for one.
That was amazing.
An excellent match. At least those two put on.
Sleep on Kane versus
no. I haven't got to that yet. I haven't got to that yet.
Ain't there yet.
Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second. Those two put on an exhibition. A wrestling clinic.
I know what
Instant classic.
Yes.
It was an awesome match. Like those two went at it. And Eddie Guerrero pulled it off by lying, cheating, and stealing. He took off his shoe. And he did a small package, grabbed the rope, poof, Eddie Guerrero won in great fashion.
What did I say? He's a genius.
He's a genius.
He's the professor of wrestling.
Then, and I don't care what anybody says, I'm not talking about anything else. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Benoit.
That match
was insane.
Classic. Chris Benoit
won the
I'm not gonna lie.
title.
Chris Benoit was like phenomenal during the ring. Match, man.
Listen, one of the top 10 in my opinion of all time in technique.
Top 10 for sure.
Like I said, I don't talk personal. I'm talking wrestling.
In the ring,
like my slogan: no politics, no bullshit.
Just straight wrestling.
Exactly.
Don't forget your own slogan.
I'm sorry, I forgot to say it anymore.
Straight wrestling.
Exactly. No politics, no bullshit, straight wrestling. That's what we're talking about.
That man was great in the ring. He was great in the ring. I don't care what nobody said.
And Triple H, the way he carried in that match was awesome. It was awesome. The way he did everything, the way it happened, and the way the title was won. And then what made it even more special when him and Eddie Guerrero hugged in the end.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, damn, we made it.
Right?
It was a hell of a bloody match. Hell of a bloody match.
I bet.
But it was a good one.
Yeah.
It was a good one. But, to me, the highlight of the night, The Undertaker's return to the Phenom.
To the Phenom, yes.
And they got to find a way to have WrestleMania back in the Garden, of course, because that's the Mecca. But The Undertaker returned back as the Phenom, the dead man.
Yeah.
You as a fan.
He had Kane shaking in his boots.
When you hear that, don't...
Man, every time you hear that bell, it's like you just get chills up your spine, man.
Oh, man.
With Paul Bearer, too, man. Oh, my God.
Listen, that had me right there. Like, I was in my boy Brian's house, and when we saw that, like, holy beefing. Like, it was awesome. It was awesome, and as a fan, you get the chill. You get the same chill.
Want to really be a rebel? Get off your parents' car insurance. I'm sorry, that's just what the ad said. That's what the ad said.
Did you just interrupt me?
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, he had Kane shaking.
He had Kane shaking in his boots. He like, oh, yeah. See, the fans were nuts.
Yeah.
And I went nuts. I went crazy when this happened. Me and Brian went nuts, and
man, I love his the druids, man. Like,
this was the highlight of WrestleMania 20. WrestleMania 20 at that time, nobody knew. JR and Jerry the King Lawler made that even more epic. It is Paul Bearer. Now we take you to the entrance. You hear that song.
I wish I could have seen the Undertaker's entrance live, man. It looks so cool.
You hear that pop.
Because the Undertaker. Listen, the Undertaker is top 3 in my wrestling list.
Oh man, he's
Undertaker
amazing.
is a walking legend.
But wait a minute, we got some news that on Impact Wrestling, the Good Brothers are fighting the Briscoes on a farm. Wow. Impact Wrestling is getting up there too. Don't sleep on them.
Don't sleep on Impact. They going up.
They raising up there, man. Hey, Kenny, what's going on from Canada?
Hey,
Edge will get his revenge. Of course he's going to get his revenge. Speaking of revenge, this word has it that supposedly, I don't know how accurate this is, that Big Cass, formerly known as Big Cass William, is supposed to come back as Edge's younger brother.
I want that. I want to see that. I want to see that.
And take on the Judgment Day.
What if AJ Styles joins them? I can see that. Them three, him and AJ Styles building. Now that Edge is a face, him and AJ, possibly building a little feud. Big Cass coming back. Man, I would love that. Me too. I would too. That would be so awesome, man. Like, how much popularity he would get for being Edge's, younger brother. That would be cool.
Yo, he's brolic.
Yeah, he changed a lot. Like, he got muscle. And he's 7 foot tall already. Yeah. So
now I could say he'll be the one to go for the world title.
I think so. I think he's
he would be good to come through. You know what I mean? That would be awesome for him to do that.
Yeah. But what do you think they should put? Well, that's kind of a weird question, but technically, if he was to be Edge's brother, he would have to be a face then.
Of course. And with that type, listen, him with the physique that he's in now.
Bring back Bray Wyatt. I don't know, man.
There's a lot of stuff that's going on that many say that he was fired for some reason, some shit he did backstage. I'm like, come on, man. Like, just cut the shit, give him the money, and bring him back.
I mean,
you need people. You're losing people by injury.
It's like what are you gonna do now? I feel like he's going to come back because I feel like he's been hinting at it a lot. Like,
don't shake the table.
If you guys have been seeing in social media, he's been hinting at it a lot. But it's like at the same time, it's not exactly guaranteed that he's coming back. So it's like. Yeah, it's Twitter, exactly. Like, his Twitter...
Victor says, Tony Khan is holding out on unveiling a trio's titles until Omega returns. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Trio's title?
Yeah, 6-man title.
That's pretty... I've never heard of that before.
They used to have that in WCW.
I never heard of that. It was awesome.
It was good titles back then. The 6-man tag team titles. But
sounds really cool.
But we spoke about The Undertaker at WrestleMania 20.
Changed his name back? To what? To The Fiend or Bray Wyatt?
Wyndham.
Or who are you talking about? To Wyndham?
No.
So just change his name to Wyndham?
I don't know.
Change his name back. What do you want his name to change back to?
The Eater of Worlds. So you're sounding like Jay Gargill cut the shit. But anyway, WrestleMania 21. Another awesome extravaganza. It saw moments. It saw amazing matches. Legends born. Legends return. Legends made. WrestleMania 21 saw a match to begin WrestleMania. And I'm not talking about the interpromotional battle royal that Booker T won by eliminating Chris Masters.
Oh, I love, man. Thank you. He said we're the best wrestling show out here.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. We appreciate that, man. Thank you. If you don't mind, pass the word out to your friends. Bring everybody in. We love talking wrestling.
His name on Twitter. What did he change it to?
I think to Wyndham.
To Wyndham.
Thank you, sir. Again, we appreciate it.
I think this is his real name. Yeah, that's love right there.
With WrestleMania 21 featured Rey Mysterio against Eddie Guerrero. Two of the best of all time. These two
so amazing.
Put on a show oh my god. To open up WrestleMania, you couldn't start a better show than that.
Right?
Like, that was amazing. That was truly an amazing match. And then the rivalry started between those two. Yes, Shawn and Kurt Angle too.
That was a good one.
Oh man,
that was a great one.
And it was getting physical. It was getting. I saw Untold. I saw Untold on Peacock, and they actually got physical in the ring. Like, they were, like, damn, like Kurt Angle was standing his ground because Kurt Angle was a tough son of a bitch.
I mean, he's an Olympic gold medalist.
But Shawn wasn't backing down. He's like, this is what I'm doing. Like,
they just started going at it with each other then.
Yeah, they didn't stop. That's where the legends were born. Randy Orton made a significant name for himself.
Listen,
when he fought The Undertaker.
Let's put it like this. Basically, without Undertaker, there would be no Randy Orton.
Without Undertaker, there won't be any WrestleMania.
Exactly. Without Undertaker, there will be no wrestling streak.
Listen, WrestleMania was based on the Undertaker streak. Exactly. Yes, we love the matches. We love the matches that were at WrestleMania. But the Undertaker streak would be everything that's ever talking about.
Ended, man. Like, I wish he would have retired with a non-broken streak.
He should have retired undefeated.
You know, I think they did that though because he caught a concussion like mid-match when he was fighting.
No, he was gonna lose anyway.
Yes,
he was gonna lose.
Even if he did it,
he should have never lost.
Exactly, should have never lost it.
And I hope
exactly what he said.
Point blank, WrestleMania 21 was impressive. It was very impressive. I saw it like a million times. Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels, superb. John Cena, first time becoming the World Heavyweight Champion of WWE. He won against John Bradshaw Layfield.
That match they had so many great matches, man. Like, I think I still remember their Judgment Day match. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Batista and Triple H.
That was a good
Batista with an athlete was born. A superstar was born. That's when his career started transcending the moment he got into that rivalry with Triple H.
The Invincible Batista era was
the animal.
Exactly.
Batista. And then we saw the return of a legend. Hulk Hogan. Muhammad Hassan and Daivari were attacking Eugene. And Hulk Hogan made his return because he was inducted in the Hall of Fame the night before. And he made his return. Did you see that, Jack?
Did I see that?
Mm-hmm.
I maybe did see that. Mm-hmm. I've seen so many wrestling matches I don't remember.
It wasn't a wrestling match. It was a wrestling moment.
It was still inside of a ring, though.
That goes to show you weren't even paying attention.
Yes, I was, because you just said that he came inside the ring.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
And when you said a match, it wasn't a match.
I didn't say it was a match. I said I seen so many matches.
No, it was a match.
No. I didn't say it was a match.
It wasn't a match.
I didn't say it was a match.
You called it a match.
No, I didn't. I said I see so many matches that I.
Sorry.
Why are you speaking so fast?
Shut up. Real American music drops. That still pop. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was the best thing of it.
That's his favorite song.
Oh man, it's a pop. Like that song pretty much made Hulk Hogan's career. That song is what made Hulk Hogan the immortal Hulk Hogan. See this guy? You're American?
No. Yes, actually, yes, I am American.
Best wrestling theme of all time. Brother. No. WrestleMania 21, this man made his return. The crowd went crazy. They went nuts.
Looks constipated.
It's alright. That was Hulk Hogan for you, man. That was Hulk Hogan.
Constipated.
Listen, when Hulk Hogan came into WrestleMania 21, the crowd went nuts.
Did they all poop themselves too? Because he looked very constipated.
No, he's just posing. That's what you needed to do.
So you gotta look constipated to pose?
No.
I'll take Austin's glass shatter. I'll take that over Hulk Hogan's Real American.
Oh, that glass shatter was awesome.
I'll take that over Hulk Hogan's Real American.
All right, here we go.
Oh, Muhammad Hassan.
He's attacking him. The crowd went nuts. You see them. The pop was... You couldn't even hear... Like... You hear the pop. He can't even talk. That's how much the Macho Man when he's having go, brother.
Listen.
Dang it.
Stop smacking me.
But WrestleMania 21 was... It was in Hollywood. It was one to remember. And when you see matches like you did with Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels. James, what's going on, man?
What?
When you got athletes like that wrestling in that type of magnitude.
Athletes.
It's amazing.
Athletes.
The wrestlers. But now we go to WrestleMania 22. WrestleMania 22...
it was alright.
It was okay. But wait a minute. Hold on. Before I leave WrestleMania 21, we got to remember, WrestleMania 21 featured the first ever Money in the Bank match.
Taker? Gong. 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 Gong.
Gong.
Gong.
Uh-oh.
Gong. Man, I wish I could have seen his entrance live.
I did.
I know you did.
Oh.
Every time you hear that, man,
it makes you chill.
I think it sounds better.
It sends chills.
It sounds better in live, though.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen it. I've seen it. Royal Rumble, 2008.
If we ever go to another wrestling event, I hope the Undertaker's gonna be there. I don't even care if he's not fighting. I just want to see. I just want to see his entrance. Like,
I don't think you're ever gonna see his entrance again.
I don't think I will.
Sorry, son.
I don't. Again, I've never seen his entrance in real life. Right?
Ever. Yeah, seeing it live is amazing.
Yeah, I remember seeing it live.
Seeing it live is amazing. Like,
I know. I have to.
Again, like,
I have to. Looks amazing.
No, it is. It's definitely amazing. Like, I said to when I was there, I said to myself too. I said, "Damn, I wish that I was able to see the Undertaker's entrance." And he was number 1 in the Royal Rumble.
I'm like, yes! That one. That is when you seen him.
Yes. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
He said, "Give me a Dusty Rose or honky
I remember when he first started. It shook me as a kid.
Oh yeah, I was scared too. I was scared too as a kid. When I was a kid, because he was scared as shit. Like, I'm like, damn, who's this guy? Like, and your uncle used to try to scare me.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, you son of a.
You son of a. I wish we could have gotten Taker versus The Fiend. I wish too. Man.
We did. Well, not The Fiend. We got Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, like the Eater of Worlds.
Damn, that would have been a classic.
The Fiend, like the Firefly Funhouse. Yeah.
And Huh?
Nani?
Who?
Nani?
Anyway, back to WrestleMania 22. WrestleMania 22 had his fair share of matches. It was okay.
Yeah.
The match of the night, in my opinion, was Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, and Kurt Angle.
That was a good match.
For the World Heavyweight title.
Didn't Rey Mysterio...
He won the World Heavyweight title.
Okay.
He won the World Heavyweight title. Hey, didn't you do your research?
I did do my research. I just had to make sure he was the one that won.
Make sure you're supposed to know, Mr. Heel King.
Just because I'm supposed to know doesn't mean I'm gonna remember. Are you done?
I'm done.
Yeah.
Taker and Mark Henry didn't really. They didn't catch my attention with that one, you know. But WrestleMania 22 wasn't my favorite. You know, it was a good WrestleMania.
It was alright
overall.
I didn't really like it.
You know, Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon in a no holds barred match. That was a good match. Vince McMahon actually did a better job than half the superstars on the roster that night. So
wasn't he like in his 60s?
No, not even close.
50s?
Probably 50s. Okay. And he still was able to hang on.
Still get down, right?
He still was able to get down.
I mean, he can't take a stunner anymore, but
shit, God knows he definitely can't take a stunner. Definitely can't take a stunner.
He can't take a stunner anymore.
WrestleMania 23 was a very unique pay-per-view.
It was interesting.
Huh?
I said it was interesting.
It was interesting. And one of the most interesting matches in that one was the Money in the Bank match.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Kennedy! Randy Orton, CM Punk, Fit Finlay, Matt Hardy, King Booker, with Quinn Sharmell, Jeff Hardy, and Edge.
Edge won that.
In a Money in the Bank, no. Mr. Kennedy won that one.
Wait, no. Oh, yeah.
Edge won the first one, genius.
This is not the first one. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I get them mixed up sometimes.
Kennedy!
Just because Edge is in that one. What did they even do with Mr. Kennedy?
They blackballed him.
I forgot.
He lost the contract.
I was to say, I forgot.
He lost the contract to Edge. Apparently something happened. He got hurt and he was too stiff, and Randy Orton just blackballed him. At the time, and Randy was so freaking arrogant.
But he lost. But lost to Edge.
He lost to Edge.
Okay, see, that's why. That's where the confusion.
That's when Edge cashed in against the Undertaker.
That's why. All right.
Exactly.
Okay.
He got screwed because of Randy Orton.
I was wondering. I'm like, wait, didn't Edge have one
Those two had actually legitimate beef.
Okay.
They had legitimate beef, and just all hell broke loose with that. So right.
Kennedy wasn't a bad wrestler in my opinion.
Well, according to Orton, he said he was stiff. He was stiff and like, come on, man. But Orton was young and ignorant. He was an arrogant little punk. He probably heard me say that. He probably RKO'd me.
He's old and wise now.
He's wised up in the business.
Yes. I think that's how a lot of people were in the business. Like a lot of them were like arrogant, and now they're just like older and wiser now. So
he did great in Impact. He did what he needed to do in Impact.
I haven't heard from him in a while.
I don't think he wrestles anymore. But he could have been a champion in the WWE.
Yeah, exactly. 2005, Cena, Orton, Lesnar, and Batista. Yeah, everybody was arrogant back in those days.
Of course, all of them were. They were all arrogant. They thought they knew it all. They knew what they wanted. But WrestleMania 23 featured that match, and it was amazing. Kennedy's in NWA. Okay.
Oh, so he still is wrestling.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. Taker and Batista. A lot of people still debate to this day why that was not the main event instead of Shawn Michaels and John Cena.
Why was it that the main event?
I don't know.
Shawn Michaels lost that, right?
Yes. But apparently Shawn Michaels and John Cena put on a hell of a match.
I mean, that match was good because I seen it, but I still feel like
The Undertaker should have main evented that WrestleMania. You having him win the world title.
I mean, but wasn't the main event for the WWE title? John Cena versus Shawn Michaels for the WWE title. So I guess they kind of did that for that reason.
But they made up for it at WrestleMania 24. WrestleMania 24 was a star-studded event that featured boxers, unique individual matches, and greatness.
Definitely.
The Undertaker did not main event WrestleMania 23, but he did WrestleMania 24. But we're going to get to that in just a moment.
Yes. Cena main eventing made him a bigger star. Yeah, I agree. I also think that's why they did that, because they already knew Undertaker was a star because of his streak. Mm-hmm. So I guess they put John Cena as, the main eventer due to him, getting more fame over time. So
no, but what was cool with that, when Undertaker was choosing a champion, everything he was doing, he was going from show to show to show, scaring the talent. He was like, okay, like, oh shit, I'm gonna face the Undertaker. Oh my god.
I remember that.
Oh my god.
Randy Orton said that. Randy Orton hit him with a chair.
He thought the
Undertaker was gonna kill him.
Like, he was shitting his pants. Like, wow.
That's literally what he said.
He's like, I shit my pants. I was like, damn. But Undertaker didn't do anything.
All the Undertaker said,
he said, your receipt's coming, kid.
Don't worry, kid. Your receipt's coming.
But little did he know, the receipt didn't come. He hit him.
Kind of did.
But he took care of him.
He was beating him down.
Of course he beat him down.
What to say that? This kind of his receipt.
No. Receipt is like, all right, kid, here we go. Get ready for this knot you're about to get in your head. But he didn't. He didn't do it. He protected him. Which means he taught him a valuable lesson in that match. If you see the Untold of Randy Orton and The Undertaker.
Alright, listen. Stop smacking me, alright? Woo! We're about to have a match on live show.
Let's do it.
Dude, I'm joking. Ew.
Anyway, wrestling fans, WrestleMania 24 featured a lot of great matches. One match that still sticks to me, which was sad, was Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah.
Ric Flair's final match in the WWE until he went to Impact and started fighting some more. But in the WWE,
Orton got his receipts in Hell in a Cell. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Look at it. Listen to Untold with Undertaker and Randy Orton. Woo!
I told you, stop slapping me.
Anyway, and also we featured Floyd Mayweather. Which still hasn't impressed me to this day. The greatest,
he's like 55
like the greatest boxer of all time.
Okay, well, he's not impressing me either because I don't
he
like
defeated
boxing,
the Big Show. I understand. The man got paid a shitload of money.
I think that's he got
$20 million.
That's a lot of money.
You know what I can do with that?
I could buy my own house. Could buy a house from myself.
Flair should have beat HBK, but they went by the storyline. They went by the storyline unless Ric Flair would have said, "This is my final match at WrestleMania, win, lose, or draw."
Right.
And they probably would have had Ric Flair win.
I mean, but it was like a loser retires match. So it was like they had to go based on so he retired.
Lost and he retired. So that's what they had to do, man. They had to do it.
Yeah, they had to do
it. But it was an interesting match. I enjoyed it. The Undertaker and Edge was amazing.
That was a good one.
Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, Triple H, John Cena, and Randy Orton was also a hell of a match.
Great match. Yeah,
that also was an amazing match.
Yeah, he retired and went to Impact.
Exactly. He
can still take a bump though. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, he crazy. I can't say crazy because Vince McMahon still takes freaking bumps to this day. Look at that major ass botch he did with the Stone Cold Stunner. That shit was the worst stunner I've ever seen in my life.
It was the funniest stunner though.
It was crazy. Even Stone Cold Stunner now, I feel like, oh, what the hell you doing, my man? Like, damn. WrestleMania 25 was the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania.
Yeah, it featured Flair versus Lethal.
Lethal, yeah,
They were fighting in the ring
yeah,
too. They were training.
They were training.
Him and Jay Lethal, yeah.
WrestleMania 25 featured many great stars in this card. And legends returned.
Legends.
Chris Jericho fought against Ric Flair, Roddy Piper, Jimmy Snuka, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. When I tell you that match at the end, that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was able to move the way he did, holy shit.
Oh my goodness.
Like, wow.
It's crazy.
He was still flying. He was still fighting.
Whee!
Yeah. Like, it was an amazing match.
Shawn versus Taker stole the show.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah. That match was.
It did.
That match was amazing. That match was amazing.
That is probably one of the best, or not the best WrestleMania match.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
To this day, again, as always,
it's not a WrestleMania 3. No, it's
Ricky
not.
the Dragon Steamboat against Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, brother, dig it.
No, none of that. No.
Listen, man, listen. Don't argue with me about this, son. Old school over new school.
No.
Old school always rules.
No.
The
new generation always surpasses the old generation. Good in real life.
Not this generation.
No. Big life lesson from Naruto, people. The new generation always surpasses the old generation.
Anyway, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. This match went on for over an hour.
That was.
This match surpassed many. That they needed it again. They needed the same match again the following year at WrestleMania 26.
Which one was your favorite? WrestleMania 25?
WrestleMania 26.
I like that one too.
WrestleMania 25 was awesome.
But we'll talk about that one after.
But to me,
this one comes. WrestleMania 26 comes next.
But we are coming up to WrestleMania 26.
Okay, then
so don't interrupt you like that. Thank you.
I just did.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. Hey, you block up, son.
Because you gonna smack me.
Give you the chop, the Ric Flair chop.
The Ric Flair chop.
But anyway, that match featured again at WrestleMania 26. But before we get into that match, we saw Chris Jericho and Edge. Edge got hurt, unfortunately, again. He came back from an injury at the Royal Rumble. He was supposed to win the World Heavyweight title, but he didn't.
He did not.
This WrestleMania was okay.
It was okay.
The two matches that featured was John Cena and Batista.
That was good.
For the WWE title. Was a good match. And The Undertaker against Shawn Michaels.
The best.
The streak versus the career. No disqualification match. Holy shit. I was glued to that TV.
Yeah, that match was amazing, man.
Like, damn. Like, holy shit. Like, can you get a better match?
Yeah, that match was awesome.
Like, those two put on a wrestling clinic.
2 days in two WrestleMania
like
in a row.
No other.
Yeah, that was
like that match surpassed everything. That match passed
even WrestleMania 3.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. I will never blink.
I will.
But that match took the WWE to new heights after that match. Because then came the following year. One loss a streak. Here comes the Avenging Angel to avenge his friend, Triple H. The return of The Undertaker
again
and Triple H together.
again.
Like, those two didn't say a word. They didn't say not one word to each other. They looked at the WrestleMania sign. They looked at each other. And they said, let's get it on, motherfucker. Plain and simple. And whenever Shawn and Taker happens, it's a classic. Of course. Of course. And it's a proven fact because they've had matches before that. But at WrestleMania was the best.
Of course.
25 and 26. Awesome. Awesome matches. And I can still watch it to this day.
Me too.
You know?
Better than WrestleMania 3.
Elijah Houston says just Austin Aries walking out after Johnny hit him with a sharp pain.
Starship Pain.
Starship Pain still hits different in the heart. Oh, that's kayfabe. That was definitely kayfabe. He didn't care.
Yeah.
You didn't respect the business when you did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't do something like that. Not even kayfabe. That was just him being an asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
He was a jerk. You don't do something like that. The man won the match, won the title. I believe he won the title. You don't do that. And that's why Austin Aries isn't in WWE anymore, because they used him as a cruiserweight. They didn't see him as a heavyweight. And I didn't either.
Me neither.
Of course it hurt the fans. It hurt the fans in many ways. He said, I thought that Triple H versus Taker 2 was better than WrestleMania 17. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And the simple fact, because Shawn Michaels was there.
Was the reference.
And what made it crazy, at WrestleMania 28, when Shawn Michaels super kicked him, Triple H pedigreed them, and he still got up. Like,
Undertaker still kicked. That's one of my favorite WrestleMania.
Oh,
I was
man.
watching that match a few days ago.
Like,
I'm not even gonna lie to
that
you.
match was crazy.
I was watching that match a few days ago. That match was so awesome.
Oh man, I seen that match. It was awesome, and then the way the Hell in a Cell
The
came
music
down,
with it, you
the
just
way
see
the
them
Undertaker's
look
hair
up.
change, like
You just seen him look up at the sound
He's
and
like,
it started coming
uh-oh.
down.
Undertaker's like, but it was a good one.
Also better in Hell in a Cell.
Of
Yeah,
course,
it was down.
of course,
Man.
it was way better than Hell in a Cell.
Those two have had some phenomenal matches too, man. Triple H and Undertaker, like those two have had some great matches. Like
No, those don't.
besides Shawn Michaels, like that's like Undertaker's.
Listen,
rival right
I'm
there.
still
Like,
upset. I'm still upset. Sorry, guys, I got an itch.
You got a scratchy.
I'm still upset that Shawn Michaels or Triple H didn't break that streak.
I wish one of them.
Like, why the hell did you
Yeah.
have Brock Lesnar break that damn
Out
streak?
of all people.
Out of all people. Out of all people.
All people. That's how you feel. You crack a bone. I can't do that.
But WrestleMania 28
I break my arm if I do that.
featured the match of the night. The Brahma Bull, The Rock versus John Cena.
Yeah.
The Brahma Bull won it because it was in Miami,
It was in
Florida.
Miami,
It was his
Florida.
hometown. The fans went bananas when he won. John Cena ended up getting hell because the next night he got attacked by Brock Lesnar. That was the night Brock Lesnar returned on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
And he just got F5'd, and the following week he slapped him and he started bleeding and all all hell broke loose.
Yeah, and then the whole crowd came in, and then they had a whole brawl back.
Yeah,
it was just like him and the Undertaker had.
But
a brawl
WrestleMania 28 featured some good matches. You know, The Rock and Cena, Undertaker and Triple H, Sheamus and Daniel Bryan fought, and he won in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
So it was okay.
Kissed AJ Lee, and then
WrestleMania 28 was
It was
okay.
alright. It was alright. Nothing
But
crazy.
WrestleMania 29 was in Giant Stadium, New York City, New Jersey. That's when we saw the rematch. The winner of the Royal Rumble, John Cena, against The Rock for the WWE Championship.
John Cena won that one.
Yes, he won the title at WrestleMania. I was there. Me and Brian, we were there. We saw the event. One of the matches that caught my eye was The Undertaker. Again, The Undertaker against CM Punk. That match was superb.
It was.
It was a superb match, and the reason and what made it even more heartfelt, The Undertaker did a tribute to Paul Bearer because that year Paul Bearer died. That same month of WrestleMania, Paul Bearer had passed away.
Yeah.
And Undertaker came back. He made a tribute to him, and then he made a tribute. He said, "I'll be there at WrestleMania." Excuse me. He was there. How do you feel about CM Punk saying Ryback injured him? I would believe that. I would believe that. Ryback was too stiff in the damn ring.
He was.
He was strong as hell. He was strong as hell.
He was a powerhouse, but he was way too stiff.
But he was way too freaking stiff.
Way too stiff.
Too stiff. And yes, the match between him and Mark Henry was terrible.
Yeah.
And I don't think that was Ryback. I don't think that was Mark Henry. I don't think that was Mark Henry. The Shield. Also, the Shield was a breakout group at that time. They defeated the Big Show, Randy Orton, and Sheamus. And that was a big trio at the time. The Shield made a name for themselves as they went along in the WWE. Rip-off of Goldberg, of course. Of course.
Yeah, he is. He was like a rip. Only thing that he didn't have.
Dude was a monster among men before there was a Braun. Yeah, but he was trash. He was trash in the ring. He didn't know what the hell he was doing.
He did a clothesline, feed me more, banged your head on the ring, and then he did the shell shock. That's it. And that was it. He had very little moves in the ring.
I understand, you try to make him big, you try to give him a run and this powerhouse and shit like that, but
he was too stiff in the ring.
Too stiff. Like people said it. He would just throw the shit out of you around, and it wasn't.
It wasn't fun. Nothing enjoyable.
Beginning of the best trio in the next generation. Yes, exactly. The Shield.
The Shield was the
best.
The
Shield was the best.
Is the best faction in the new generation.
Yes, it sure is. But now we got the Bloodline. The Bloodline is even.
I mean, I gotta see more of them three in action because they are good, yes, but it's But
the Shield was better.
Shield was better.
Shield was better. That's one thing we can agree on.
Finally.
No. Then, as you mentioned, we saw Triple H and Brock Lesnar. Triple H came back. They fought.
That match was surprisingly good.
It was pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was pretty good, actually, that match. So
that match was surprisingly good.
We enjoyed it.
Moss is lame. That I can agree on.
You don't want this smoke. You don't want this smoke. No, don't do it. I'm sorry. I'm not one to make fun of people. But I'm sorry.
The Nigerian giant. I'm sorry.
He's a giant.
He's a giant.
He would whip my ass. He would be like, what are you saying? He would look down like, what? Like he would kick my ass. But you got MVP now.
Oh.
Don't let him talk. Don't let him talk.
Ninja
Omos is a joke.
The Nigerian giant.
The Nigerian giant.
I respect any type of race. But come on, the Nigerian giant gotta be one of the most funniest wrestling names I've ever heard.
That's what I'm saying. Now that he has MVP, put MVP to do his mic.
He is horrible on the mic.
That'll make him invincible. There was bug. But wrestling fans, our time is up here. We've had WrestleMania 20 to WrestleMania 29. Thank you for joining us for the Legacy of WrestleMania Part 3 along with wrestling's top news. Next week, wrestling fans, will be our last show of the summer. We will be coming back in August. My son is actually going.
I'm going MIA. I'm going to the moon.
Yeah.
I'm going to space.
He's going to go on Galaxy.
Do some Galaxy stuff. Gonna go travel the world. The Heavenly Village.
WrestleMania 30 to WrestleMania 38, along with wrestling's top news.
Yes.
And then we will announce our returning show and date. Depending on Mr.
Down the line.
We'll see. But we will be returning in August for sure.
It'll be a surprise.
But we have an amazing comeback show that we're going to have. But thank you, wrestling fans, for joining us. Please feel free to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok.
TikTok?
TikTok.
Is that Chinese? And TikTok?
Oh, I speak jalapeno.
Can't wait. WWE collabing with the Dark Side.
Yes, I heard about that. Yes, Season 4 it's already made official. Season 4 of the Dark Side is coming out.
I can't wait.
So I definitely can't wait for that. You know what I mean?
couldn't wait for the next show.
Oh,
You're gonna have to wait a little while.
Well, next week.
Besides that,
once he goes, I will still be keeping up with posts and maybe go on live and give some input on the shows on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown.
If you go live, I'll probably join you for a little while.
You know, we'll see how we do. You know, woo!
Enough with the smack.
Thank you, fans. I'm Louis, the Encyclopedia of Pro Wrestling.
And I'm Jay, the heel kid of pro wrestling.
Woo! Thank you, wrestling fans, for joining us. Woo!